Hi, I'm Dr. Maureen Allem, and I'm a medical doctor, and I am a founder and the medical director of Skin Renewal, which incorporates body and health. And I've been doing this for the last 21 years, but we actually only started our skin renewal practice in 2005. So it takes experience to know what to do. It takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight. What actually got me going is that I recognized a need in the aesthetic industry. And I was one of the first front runners of the aesthetic industry in South Africa. So, I think it's just in my blood. When I was young, I used to bake cakes and sell cakes. I've tried many businesses and failed at a few businesses. But you have to get up, and that's where you have an opportunity to learn. Every time you fail, you gain experience. So what I love about being an entrepreneur is that you can think ahead, you can devise all these protocols, and you don't have to go through all the red tape. You can make it happen. So if you think it, or if you dream it, and you think it, you can make it happen. But it's quite tough being an entrepreneur because you have all those people relying on you. You're the boss, and the buck stops with you. You cannot afford to be negative. You have to make an opportunity and a challenge of every bad situation you're in. And you've got to think out the box.
Will today's meeting with our entrepreneur doctor persuade our student to study medicine? Let's watch and see what she takes from this.
So, Doc, what obstacles did you have to overcome to get to this point in your business?
And the obstacles are obviously money, that I had to find. I first worked at home for a few years, and then I built up a little client base, and then I now had to go out and find my premises because I needed to have a laser. So then, having no money, I had to stand security with asset finance for my first laser. So you have to put yourself out there. You have to take a chance.
One of the biggest financial challenges faced by entrepreneurs is obtaining adequate financing to start and grow their business. Having sufficient capital is essential for purchasing inventory, paying salaries, and meeting other business expenses. As we have learned from the doctor, she started really small and now has over 19 branches in South Africa. It took over 20 years to get here.
So, Doc, how do you manage your relationship with your employees?
I love my employees. I've been so fortunate. That's one of my highlights, is that I've attracted such amazing people. When I walk into a branch and I see those smiling faces behind the desk. And that's exactly the same way that they treat patients. When you're in the people's business, you have to look after your patients. You have to be empathetic. It's taken 21 years, my clientele. But now, obviously, with social media and marketing, I've got a huge marketing team. We can, put the word out there to so many more people.
What advice would you give a young person who doesn't have formal work yet, and what can they do in this industry?
If you haven't got a job and you're sitting at home, start learning, start researching the company that you want to go to so that you know exactly what the company does. It's information. Arm yourself with information. Go there, tell them, if they can't give you a job, say, I'm willing, all I want to do is learn. I'm willing to actually work for nothing. Just to be able to learn. So it's a free way of apprenticeship, free way of doing a course.
Getting experience as well.
Absolutely, you get experience, and then obviously you go the extra mile. You go out of your way to make yourself indispensable.
It's so important that in all careers, we try and figure out ways of lowering our carbon footprint. This will have a great impact on our environment in the long run.
In terms of sustaining the environment, how can an aesthetic doctor use their craft to help sustain the environment?
Very often we have to rely on the product houses to help with the plastics, because everything seems to be in plastic. But we have to, we have a few product houses that are now putting it in glass and recycling. And then we have low energy, lights in all our, branches. So we try that way.
For Gia's pitch, Dr. Maureen has been joined by Victor Snyders, the CEO of Skin Renewal.
So I'm about to go pitch my product to Dr. Maureen and Victor. I'm a bit nervous, but hopefully I'll do okay. Let's go. I'm working on a skincare brand, and really this comes from the struggles that I've had with my own skin. So my skincare range really is based on oatmeal. This is my Intense Serum. This really does work on pigmentation and acne. In these containers, the first one we have my night cream. It also, the main ingredient here is oat. And then my second product is my day cream. The difference between the two is that this one consists of SPF. So, you know, it's important to protect yourself from the sun. And I also wanted to cater that for people because I do find that sunscreen is expensive. So I wanted to find a way to like incorporate cream and sunscreen into one product. And then my third product is my face scrub. I also have a face wash, which I actually distributed because I wanted people to test it out and just give feedback on how it is. I have an oil serum, which is also an intense serum, but it's just slightly different from this one, just to give people a range of products to use in case they don't really like the ingredients that are on this product. My main goal is really to have these products on mainstream shelves in the next at least 5 years.
It's certainly the start of a business concept, but I think there's a lot of refinement that is needed.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to say everybody's my customer because you can't be everything to everybody.
Yeah.
So you need to identify the customer. The next step is you've got to know who's your competition. Okay? So you have to look at every other product that is either competing in the same market in terms of efficacy or competing in the same market in terms of price point, so that you know where you fit in against those.
Thank you so much. I needed that information. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, pleasure.
I think the best part about her pitch, about Kia's pitch, was the fact that she has tremendous passion and belief about the product. And that sells itself already because it's something she believes in. I think that where she is going to need assistance is on the hard stuff, the science, the finance, the distribution, the marketing, the legislation, the regulations, all of those things she's going to need assistance.
She needs to know that she has the right product. So she's got to do a lot of research to get the right product and to make sure that, you know, it hasn't been replicated elsewhere.
One of the things we learned from Kia's pitch is the importance of researching the product you would like to produce beforehand. This also assists you in knocking at the right doors for financing, partnerships, and sales distribution. If you can't find a mentor regarding your products, use the internet to get as much information as possible. Remember, to start a business also requires research.
Thank you, dear, for coming. It's been so great for me to speak to you, and hopefully I've given you a little bit of advice. And I wish you all the best. And you're a winner. So whatever you do, you're going to win it.
Thank you so
okay,
much.
So it's going to be so great. And anytime you can come to speak to me or call me or WhatsApp me. And I just want to give you a token of our appreciation. I've really had fun this morning.
Thank you.
I've had to think out the box a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And thank you. So what I've given you is stuff, a local company's product, and they've been going for like 18 years as well. And then last but not least, because you've got such an entrepreneurial spirit and a thirst for knowledge, our CEO, Victor, who's an inspiration to everybody, who's going to help you set up a business. I mean, he's for the last 40, 50 years. And of course, you can always contact me anytime. So I met here this morning, and what impressed me was that she had a lot of, she's got an entrepreneurial spirit, and she's got a lot of passion about what she does, and she's got a lot of energy and drive, because she's not only studying, she's also trying to create her little business. You know, she's trying to build up a business at the same time. And look, she's 20, so she needs to understand that these things take time. It doesn't happen overnight.
Overall, 48 hours was an amazing experience. The 2 days were very fruitful, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So not only did I learn from this experience, but I actually gained opportunities. I'm getting a mentorship from Dr. Lorne, Dr. Maureen, as well as Victor, who's the CEO of Skin Renewal. He's hooking me up with a lot of opportunities to develop my product so that I can learn more about this industry and put out the best version of my product out there. I'm super excited. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I'm not going to settle, and I'm excited to grow. Yeah. So guys, It's been an amazing 48 hours. And my biggest thank you goes out to 48 Hour team for giving me this opportunity. Salute.
To continue this conversation,